Hey guys, welcome to today's video. I'm Nicole. I'm a homeschooling mom to a 7, 5, and 2-year-old. And today I'm going to be talking about how I combine two different histories and how that's going for us. Okay, so the two histories I knew I wanted to do around the world picture books. I've been wanting to do it, but I wanted to wait until my second born was old enough to really get something from it. So now that he's in kindergarten, he is picking up on it, and we're talking about things that we're learning, and it's exciting. And my 2-year-old, I've talked about this before, but I love read aloud literature-based learning because she can sit on the couch and learn with us too, or sit here. We do our lessons right over there. Okay, and then the other is Bookshark. We are a Christian family, but we get charter funds, so they pay for Bookshark, so it's just easier that way. I will show you how I've incorporated a bit of religious material in it anyway, but yeah, that's what we're using. Okay, so I'm going to talk about how it's going, and then I'm going to tell you guys a unit that we do, because it is more than a week. So we do history on Wednesdays and Thursdays, and it's been going pretty well. I've really been liking it. Sometimes it feels like a little bit much, but all I do is just extend it out a week. So I'm not following every single thing in here. This is my my add-on. So I'm treating Beautiful Feet as the core, and then Bookshark, I just take extras from it, mostly because my second grader, I don't think he would get enough out of this. I think this is perfect for kindergarten and for first grade. I think beyond that, you want to add a little bit more, whether it's the rabbit trails that they include in here, or it's something like Bookshark Sonlight. Okay, so I am going to show you guys, I have a lot of materials that I'm using, and I'll get to all of them when I show you guys what we would do for a unit. Okay, so first I would look in here, and we're doing Egypt right now, so I'm going to talk to you guys about Egypt. And I look in my Bookshark, and I find Egypt in here as well. So they have a lot of countries that end up lining up. So Egypt is great because it already has different things. So I will show you. I actually got this used as well. That's why there's check marks. That's not from me. So we can see here what we're using. So world history, Tut's Mummy we're reading right now, and then hands-on history. Okay, which I do have. I did get that. I actually got an extra one of it too. So I just wanted to do so much. So these are the hands-on history. There's world history, which is what we're actually doing. So this lines up with the whole year. And then I also got world cultures, because it has different ones that go really well with this year and next year around the world. So these are the different ones it has. And I'm just going to do these throughout this year and next year. I was able to get, they're normally $70 each, and I got them both for $60 on a Facebook group thing. Unopened, unused, so it's perfect. Okay. Ooh, okay, I gotta be able to get the schedule out. I meant to bring my planner in so I could really tell you guys, but I'm not very good at focusing. Okay, so let's see. Day 1, we look in our maps book, and we find Egypt, and we just kind of take a look and we peruse it, and we talk about the different things if you haven't seen inside. Let's see, it has, it just shows, this isn't Egypt, but it just shows different things about that country, so we talk about that. And also on the first day, we will read the Beautiful Feet suggested book. Sometimes there's more than one book, but we haven't come across that yet, so I haven't experienced that yet. They've all had one book for each unit. So we read this and we talk about it, and it's a really casual first day. And then there are some reading comprehension questions in here that I like to pre-read them so that I'm not reading out questions to them, just to kind of give us a conversation. And then typically the next day we will print these out and color them. They are just in the back of this book. So just use my copy machine. It doesn't always come out perfectly because it's a bent book, and I'm not going to rip them out. So I plan to use it again with my daughter. But they color them in preparation to fill out these, which I will go into in a moment. So we color those, we talk about them, and then we will read part of some of the text, I would call it a textbook, I suppose. There's 2 of them. Don't get overwhelmed, it's really easy. It's just, I'm good at making things seem overwhelming. Okay, so they come with these 2 textbooks. So I will just read part of one of them while they're coloring, see how much we get through. Essentially, we can usually make it through quite a few pages from one of these. Anyway, while they're coloring, I will read those to them. So that is like the main part currently of the Bookshark is, sorry, I keep getting texts and looking at them, of the schedule. It's mostly going to be reading the textbooks, which is why I didn't just want to do this. I felt like that was really boring to me. Let me find our week again. Okay, so like here you can see, and it's meant to be, you know, it's an HBO, so, well, it's Bookshark, so I don't know what they call it, but it's meant to be more things, right? The literature as well. But that's the only thing you do for geography. And then it will, oh, that's a loud noise. It will occasionally give you like a little world thing, and that means to like check out your map. There's like a timeline thing too, which I'll talk about in a moment. And so we look those up, okay? So not every time, but there's not usually a lot. So it says like the Nile River, and it comes with, the Bookshark comes with maps, but I don't always use those. I usually just use the big maps book, or kind of like whatever's close and easiest. Okay, so that's the second day, is coloring and then reading from the textbook. So that was our Wednesday and Thursday of week 1 that we would do. And then the following week, on that day when we're reading our textbooks, there's often a little timeline, which is really easy. This is another thing. So I had them color in the Beautiful Feet ones, and then I just had them color in a couple timelines. You can see it's really like small and easy. As they get older, I'll have them write in a little bit more as well, but I'll show you our other notebooks already have a lot of writing, so I didn't want to add too much. I just wanted it to kind of be a fun addition and kind of start seeing that timeline get started. Okay, and then the next week we started Tet's Mummy. So we read the first half of this. They were really into this, and it's about, I have to see how to pronounce it again, Tutankhamun was a king and how he died and became a mummy. Anyway, there's a timeline about Tutankhamun and when he was king. So it just like lined up nicely. I mean, it's supposed to, it's from the same curriculum, but it was nice to have them be able to color that and glue that in while I was reading this. And so that's all we do for that day. It's like a pretty light day, just reading from that, if there's any more textbook pages to read. And then the next day that week is picture books from the library. So these are a few that I chose. Our library didn't have very many. I was trying to go for more Christian Egyptian books, and I just couldn't find that many, but that's how I try to incorporate it since we're not doing Sonlight. So those are the ones that my library had from the suggestions. It was nice because Beautiful Feet had a whole page about biblical books to check out. So while I'll just read those, and that'll kind of be our whole day. And then the next day we will do our like big notebooks. This is our main part that I've really am enjoying, and I think the kids are liking. Okay, so he's got this here. So we have around the world, and then he's got his flags for each country, and it's like says which page to go to. And then we have some writing about it. So I wrote down what he wanted me to say. We've got some writing here. This is for Antarctica. And then they're just pasting in that they're coloring, or the pages they've colored, and then writing about them. And my older son has a bit more writing in his because I'll copy some or narrate some for my 5-year-old, but mostly, and it keeps going, there's more. And then this is what my 7-year-old's looks more like. So he's writing on his own, and I'm having him not do copy work. He's coming up with like his own sentences that he wants to write. Sometimes my 5-year-old would do copy work, and sometimes he'll narrate to me what he wants me to write down. I also forgot to mention that I like to put out a bunch of books for them to like reference or check out while they're filling in their notebooks too. So this is really how I'm like having like them incorporate writing into it, which we're still also doing lots of writing programs. You can check out one of my last videos about my second grader. I have like 5 different writing things we're doing. But we do finish every day before 11, so it might sound like a lot, but it's actually not. Okay, so we have that, and then of course it's Beautiful Feet, so we are also going to do a meal. So for Egypt, I think it was something similar to hummus that we're doing. That was like the easier one. I don't usually do like the full-on dinner meal just because it's like the ingredients. Whatever ingredients I already have, or it's like one thing to buy, I'm good with, but I just don't like buying a ton of ingredients. So we do that in the last week, and then our hands-on history. So what we're doing for Egypt, we're doing the Senate game board. So let me see, it was in, so this game was actually referenced in a few things. It's talked about here, the game, and then it's also talked about in the Tut's mummy. He was buried with it. So we are going to be, it is raining hard, wow, it's like coming down, you guys can see. Yeah, that's dripping. Okay. Fun fact, when we moved in, it was actually leaking right there into this room. So got that fixed. That's a lot of water to come through. Anyway, so that's how we kind of ended on a fun note. And then we will move into our next unit. Egypt is a bit heavier of a unit. There was just, I think Bookshark has it over 10 weeks, and we're shrinking it to 3 and not even doing the Bookshark the whole time. So we definitely are heavier on the Beautiful Feet. I hope I think I covered everything that we do, hopefully. I always look back at a video and I'm like, oh man, I should have talked to them about that. But I'll leave links below. I think I have like a $10 off Sonlight, and then the Beautiful Feet, I don't know if it's a discount or not. I know it's an affiliate code, but I don't know if it's a discount. You could check it out and see. So anyway, I'm very excited to get our Senate board game going. The meals have been really fun. They really enjoy that. We've done Antarctica, we've done Tanzania and Kenya, and we've done Ghana, and it's just been a really great time. I'm really loving it. Toward the end of the year, I plan on doing like a more full-on review rather than just an overview of how we're doing it. But we are really liking it. Let me know if you guys have any questions about like how to combine them or anything else I maybe didn't mention. But hopefully I covered everything. Make sure to subscribe, you guys, so you can check out more videos and check out the ones in my past too. Thanks.